Hey everybody! This video is brought to you by Mr. Unknown, and this is the thing he has to say. I've been watching your videos for about a year now, and found you subsequent to gulping the red pill. I'm a 37-year-old IT expert situated in the United Kingdom. I have been going MGTOW my whole life without knowing it. I had numerous little relationships to a great extent as well as little flings. However, would never find, not for absence of wanting or trying, a young lady that I consider deserving of a faithful, fun-loving relationship. I was told by a dear friend of mine who is a lady, an excellent-looking friend, that a ton of young ladies wouldn't get along with me since I smother their predominance. They obviously needed to take control of the relationship and hold the cards, and they immediately tasted through my take no belonging mentality and my better-than-normal appearance. Previously, I was a 9 looks wise, and I was constantly asked by young ladies if I had done any demonstrating. I was dependably a determined charlatan with young ladies energized by my European roots, and would be excessively haughty to try and move toward ladies. I generally said smack them. Let them come to me since I would rather not pursue. Obviously, they actually didn't come to me as much as I thought, and any young lady that I got was fundamentally through social media or we met at some party. At any rate, I was and have always been joyfully single, while seeing each of my beta friends get fat and get married, having purchased my own condo in a stylish neighborhood. I have likewise developed my career and voyaged a ton, burning through large chunk of cash on business class tickets for long stretch flights. But as of late I chose why not attempt Tinder or Occupid or Bumble, just in case there's some decent lady in the 3-step dance that I probably won't be seeing, so I became not fooling around demeanor. Anyway, I set up 5 pics of myself in July, and from that point forward, I've had approximately 60 to 70 matches from Tinder, around 20 from Occupid, and something like 8 or 9 from Bumble, and with everything taken into account, not an excessive number of terrible matches. All young ladies somewhere in the range of 6s and 8s. I start the conversation each time despite girls saying that men don't. This is what happens. I get going with something nervy and extremely basic yet not rough language. Roughly 50% don't answer. There are ladies that have swiped right since they like what they seem, yet they don't converse with me. Some of them only unlatch following 12 to 24 hours, and I haven't started the conversation yet. However, I've had a few young ladies talk 2 paragraphs with me and only unmatch for no obvious explanation I can imagine. The 50% that really do answer, the greater part compose a couple of lines, and afterward they drop off and go quiet, continuously anticipating that I should pursue the conversation. I simply give up since they're not asking or pursuing me back. The others talk a bit north of a couple of days, and afterward they go quiet too, as though I was the man that should pursue them this entire time. They need that. Furthermore, when you really do pursue them, they don't answer or they unlatch you. You apparently can't win. In around 100 matches, I've managed to get just 5 onto my telephone as contacts and simply 4 dates coordinated, to which just 2 have emerged which went no place, costing me 2 rounds of beverages. I had one lady arrange a date with me, and until a couple of hours prior, she was speaking with me and conversing with me about the spot and time, and afterward 30 minutes before I met her, I saw that her WhatsApp pic was gone and she was unmatching me. Resolve that. All things considered, up until this point, my involvement in Tinder and the like is that ladies are using this for consideration and approval and match gathering for selfishness, and it's an all-out exercise in futility. It's misdirected man. I've heard accounts of men who've come off of Tinder and they say they're getting a ton of sex. However, I just don't trust it. In any case, here are a few depictions as well as certain profiles that I've gone over that have really dropped my jaws and provided me with a ton of shock of red pill truth, anticipating Kindling Tuesdays. Keep doing awesome. Well, Mr. Mysterious, gratitude for your point demand. You referenced your wedded friends being fat, and this has to do with the drop in testosterone when you wind up matching off with a partner. That in the way that they will generally get sluggish when they get into a relationship with respect to their appearance. With respect to why simply half of ladies answered you on Tinder, the response is very basic. This is on the grounds that they have better prospects and you're down at the lower part of the list with regards to their needs. You additionally say that occasionally you send them 2 passages worth of message, then they don't hit you up. The solution to that is you're not being adequately inventive and craving them enough. They can tell from your conversation that you weren't the perfect proportion of parched. Ladies clearly don't need a parched man in light of the fact that he will be placed in the friend zone. However, on the off chance that he shows no thirst by any stretch of the imagination, then, at that point, they simply disregard him since he can't be controlled through his shaft. You additionally referenced in your remarks that you're joyfully single and you would stifle the prevalence of ladies, and you wouldn't leave them in control. That, obviously, is conflicting with the normal practices, and whatever's not socially oak or politically adequate for most ladies, they will not endure it. It's additionally very clear that you're in the information technology business on the grounds that your remarks and questions give off an impression of being made by voice-to-text software. So now, Mr. Unknown, I went through the photos you sent me with this message, and 4 unique portions stuck out, and I need to impart those to everybody at this moment and what they mean. I was unable to show everybody the names and periods of the ladies, as well as their photos in light of the fact that that will lead me into inconvenience not too far off with respect to Tinder Tuesdays and Tinderella. Allow me to peruse these comments. The first reads, "Tasteful ladies don't have casual sexual encounters. We'd recently had tryouts and you didn't get a call back." That implies that she's covering her messy casual hookups with conceivable deniability, and by giving the fault to the man that laid down with her in any case. He's insufficient in light of the fact that she didn't get back to him, but simultaneously, the comment additionally says she was ready to have laid down with this person once more and perhaps become his sweetheart. But he didn't finish the assessment, so she continued on. It's a really slippery pun. The following comment comes from this lady and she says, "I will probably friend zone you, but for the fortunate few, you could encounter my licensed hug and roll." Basically, she's speaking the truth about not being drawn to most men, and how she will lay down with the alluring ones assuming she prefers them. This is a lady being an honest slut, and she's making us laugh. Because if somebody makes us laugh, then we can't hate them. That is a scientifically proven truth. The next comment goes this way, and I quote, "I can't stand it. When men ask me around to watch Netflix and chill and afterward allows me to stay there and watch the entire effing show while never attempting to touch me even once. I intend what on earth is up with that?" Here we have a lady that is obviously indicating to a man that she needs him since she's invited him to watch movies with her and chill. The person's either totally unattracted to her, or he's very timid apprehensive, or he doesn't comprehend that the act of inviting you over is really a greeting into her bedroom. It took me some time to sort this out while I was younger, because there was no man out there willing to let me know what's in store. The last remark comes from a single parent that says this, and I quote, "I'm 5'6". I'm searching for a truly decent man to have great times with. Somebody who can deal with me like a princess and make me their world." You're right. Perhaps Tinder isn't the ideal place for this. I love a decent laugh, honey. I love food, particularly steak, brew over wine, and I love sleeping. Where's my companion at? I have 2 kids aged 4 and 14, and they are my world. Here we have a lady that makes her kids her world, and now she believes a man should make her his world. Notice how there's no mention of her making him a player in her world too. The ultimate objective for her is to have a relationship, and she comes first in that relationship, since she should be dealt with like a princess above him, and not equivalent to him. In any case, that is all I must say for now. Mr. Unknown, assuming you pursue ladies, it demonstrates the way that you can really fall in love, and be personal in ladies, meet a profound man in light of he's simpler to control. If you're not going cuckoo for pussy puffs, then, at that point, you're not giving her enough consideration in the amounts that she's expecting, and that she most likely cares about. I genuinely want to believe that you partook in this video. Concerning every other person out there, gratitude for taking your daily portion of red pills, and remember a red pill daily keeps the couch-molded ladies away. So partake in the rest of your day in good health.